is Thursday. What is today? The 18th. August 18th. I'm just like hit with a bunch of emotions. And what's coming up is some fears, but also me missing my kids. I just dropped them off at their dad's, and I can always tell when my soul I could always tell when my soul misses them, because before I can even get them in the driveway and out the car, my face starts leaking. And I know I've been holding in a fear, some concerns, and my longing for them. And so I tell you, if I shove it down and I don't process it when I need to, you can guarantee on a day that it rains, I will be able to release it. But I record myself when, one, if I don't have someone to talk to, and two, if I just want to be alone and with my thoughts, I'll hop in the car and I'll just start driving. Because the driving helps me get into a really nice meditative kind of state. I do a lot of active meditations. I do walk meditations, and driving meditations. The flow and the movement of, you walking or traveling in a vehicle, just the movement of going helps my thoughts, helps me process a lot better. So the fear that has been coming up is that ever since my dream where my guides explained that I'll be changing again, and I've been trying to wait and see what kind of things have been falling out of my life naturally, and I just see it, everything that I've worked towards over the past year, just kind of falling away. Not really like falling away, just calming down. And then I randomly get a text message, and I'm in this group chat with a bunch of other teachers from my old school I used to work at, and it's like I haven't worked there in 3 or 4 years, and how could I possibly get in that rotation, get in that text message with everyone? And I really didn't think much of it when it happened. I was just like, oh no, take me out the thread. But over the past 2 weeks, I've really contemplating my happy levels and my how I feel satisfied with what I'm doing, and am I getting anywhere with that? Is there any progress there, or are the people that I'm helping, is it actually really benefiting them? Type of questions. And yeah, I can say that it is benefiting, but it's just not, I don't think it's my area of expertise, which I'm not even sure if I have a one area expertise or not. I could just be all over the place, but something's calling me back to work at a school, work with kids, and so I've taken the time to pull up applications and just the different schools around here. And I can always tell if Spirit doesn't want me in a certain school district, because it will freeze my phone to where I can't finish the application, or it will make it to where, like, every time like on this one, I was trying to apply for Arkansas side, and I kept trying to finish the like fingerprinting application or something like that, and I got to the part where it was like continue, you have to just push continue, and it would never like load and continue. I would push continue or submit, and it would put me to the top of the page where I've already filled everything out. And I'm just kind of taking that as a clue or a key, like, hey, I'm not supposed to be there. And a lot of signs are pointing me towards Texas High. I see that there's a lot of behavioral aids and specialists that are needed, and that was my favorite part working in the school, was working with kids who were just sad or mad or needed. Oh my gosh, there's this little bird in the road, and he's just hopping and he won't fly away. I don't know if I ran him over. Oh, yeah, he is a baby. Do you see him? Poor guy. Anyways. So my fear is just changing again. And it's not like I'll stop doing my spiritual counseling or my Reiki sessions. I just don't know what Spirit has in store for me, and at the moment it's mid-August, and I'm not sure what my business is looking like. I have lots of free time and not a lot of creativity, not a lot of passion. Obviously, my soul is mulling over these next steps and changes, and also trying to deal with the separation and living on my own. And I guess I haven't really processed all of that because, I mean, it's just me. I have to stay strong and so I guess what I'm thinking is go talk to TISD next week and see what kind of positions they think would be good for me. And I really do think that I can make a difference in this community. I just want to know which path would be best for me, because I pretty much love all the paths that I've created. And I'm like really dealing with my ego right now because I don't want to let some of them go. You know, when I used to work at a school, I wasn't being utilized like I thought I could, and I wasn't doing the soul work that I wanted to be doing with the small kids and teaching them about our body and our movement and our mind and stuff, which I was doing pretty good considering I was surrounded by 4 and 5-year-olds. But it's more of me just wrapping my head around going forward, even though it looks like I'm doing something from my past. I really didn't have any attachments to outcomes. I didn't know what to expect. I guess I did kind of think it would stay more in the spiritual endeavors and community. I don't fear going back to work. I just, as a projector, I have concerns about just me picking up on everyone else. And I know I've had a couple of years to really learn how to protect myself and my energy bodies. So I don't think I'm gonna get sick or hurt this time. Because whereas before, where I wasn't protecting my body and my thoughts, I would just run myself, and like every 2 months or so, I would have these blackout moments where for 2, 3, 4 days sometimes I wouldn't be able to move, and it'd basically be like I have the flu or something, but no symptoms, just a low grade fever and completely out of my body. My body's just laying there lifeless, and my conscious is awake, and my body's just laying there. And after a couple of days, my body is still laying there completely out. And I would literally be trying to tell my body to wake up. I would say, Amanda, wake up, someone's at the door. Amanda, wake up, your kids are calling, it's almost time to pick them up. And I literally couldn't get out of my body or get back in my body to wake up. So I know that I need to be careful, and that's one of the concerns that I have, because as a projector, being overworked can really affect my body, can damage my body. And I swore to her I would protect her. And so it kind of feels like if I take this 40 plus hour week job or whatever, like I'm betraying her or something. And I know that I can't say for sure that I would be putting her in harm until I'm actually there and in it and can feel and see what my body is doing back in an environment like that. And I guess I'll see. I just needed to get on here and express. I already feel a lot better. I feel like my solar plexus is loose and I'm wide open, and it feels good. I still have this feeling here, but I know that's my kiddos. Navigating a almost 20-year marriage, navigating the breakup with this is not going so well, because like I thought since I left he'd be able to talk to me about all the important stuff and not be about a fight every time, and I just can't get him to make any time for me. Not once since I left in November of last year has he made the time to come talk to me or sit with the lawyers. It's like I've been with this man for almost 20 years and I don't even deserve a conversation. Like, I feel like I did everything for this man. I helped him heal his narcissism. I helped him grow his relationship with our children, because they used to beg me to leave when they were little. And I refused to let them have that point of view, that tainted view of him. And I knew his life path was number 4 and that he needed to understand what real family feels like. So I sacrificed love to stay. And I almost took myself out at the same time. I think I at least deserve a conversation and a divorce. I don't even care if he takes everything. I just want that piece of paper burned because I feel like it's a death trap. I feel like it's like ownership. It's been used against wives for so long. I just hate that piece of paper. I hate what our government does, what they stand by and let happen. Releasing my concerns, voicing them out, externalizing them has really helped me as a person, as an energetic person. Giving words and voices to everything that I'm feeling. It's not only made me wiser, but it's healed me. It heals me. I don't have to go to sleep with this dread and this lump in my throat, because I know it'll be 10 times worse tomorrow or 3 weeks from now when I decide, or when it decides to come back up. If you're a projector and you just feel overwhelmed and your eyes just start leaking, start talking. If you don't have anyone to talk to, record yourself, and after you record yourself, you can play it back to you, and then you can play off of that too, because everything that I said in my tears and going through that pain, it could be distorted a little. So when I go back and re-watch this here later, I can cry with her, and I can talk to her and let her know, hey, those aren't truth resonance within you. These are, and this is what you can do, and this is how we can figure this out, or well, let's just analyze more, and that's how I can figure out what decisions I need to make. If I didn't fully make my decisions through this, I will again after I watch it, or round up that decision. But yeah, this was a whole projector process of externalizing, and I hope you take my vulnerabilities sacred. Thank you for not using them against me. Thank you for loving me.